Hi, and welcome to Lindsay's Confirmation Corner. So today I have my sister here, Abby, and I'm going to be interviewing her and asking her some questions about, well here, let's just get right into the questions. So, the first question is, do you believe that evolution is true?
Yes, I believe that evolution is true.
What aspects of evolution, because there's a lot of different theories about it and a lot of different variations of evolution.
Well, I believe that everybody started from a common organism, and I believe that we are descendants of monkeys, and I believe in Lucy.
Can you explain to our viewers, if they don't know what Lucy is, what that is?
Lucy is the scientific discovery that paleontologists found a couple years ago, and she's not the missing link between us and monkeys, but she's further down the evolutionary ladder than we are, but she's further up than monkeys are, so she's kind of like proof that evolution exists.
Thank you. So, you are a big believer in evolution, to summarize that.
Well, I'm a big believer in science, yeah.
Okay, so now there's always a debate going on about the difference between science and religion, and a lot of times people say that you can't believe both. You have to believe one or the other. Do you believe that's true?
No, I think you can believe both. I think that in order to believe both, you can't take the Bible literally, because I think if you took it literally, then it seems like the Bible is lying, because it's hard to dispute scientific evidence. So I think that what's in the Bible shouldn't necessarily be taken 100% seriously. I think it should be taken as a representation of what happened instead of actually 100% factual.
Yes, I agree. So, like, stories in the Bible, like Noah's Ark and David and Goliath, do you take those stories literally, too? Or just the creation of the earth is the one you think they shouldn't take literally?
I don't think that I take those stories literally either. I don't think that there was a real flood for 40 days and 40 nights, so I think it's just all, like, kind of metaphorically speaking in the Bible, as opposed to literally speaking.
Alright, and so do you think that there could be a relationship between science and religion, like the two work together? Like, I know in confirmation class we talked about the possibility of, like, maybe God creating the Big Bang. What do you think about that?
I think it's a possibility. I would like it to be a possibility. I feel like science just has more
legitimate evidence,
legitimacy to it than religion actually does. Because kind of like when people use religion as like a crutch for, say, global warming or something, I don't appreciate that. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like I believe in science more, but it would be nice to think that maybe they do have a relationship.
Yeah, I agree. And because you're a pretty strong believer in evolution, does that affect your faith at all? Like, does that make you think differently of our universe? Or
I think a little bit. Like, when I took freshman biology and we were learning about evolution, I was kind of like thrown off because I was taking confirmation at the same time.
Yeah.
So it was kind of confusing, but I feel like I don't know, there's obviously things in the Bible that aren't set in stone, so if you take this with a grain of salt, the creation story, then I think, I don't know, you can find a way to mix the two.
I completely agree. And kind of as a overall ending question, if you were to give advice to confirmation students reading the Bible now, what would be your best advice to give them? Because I know a lot of times, and this isn't just for students, but like a lot of times people get caught up in the literal aspect of the Bible. So what would be your advice for that, to kind of navigate it?
I would say that everything that has to do with like love and acceptance and loving God, I think you should take that as literal, and that still holds the test of time today. But I think everything else about like archaic rules about like women, or about the environment, or about the Big Bang Theory, I think that you don't have to take those literally because they haven't been updated in literally thousands of years. And I think that Christianity needs to kind of modernize a little bit. And so I think that there are some things you can take literally and some things that you need a little help with.
All right, thank you so much for joining us, Abby.
You're welcome.